Hi guys.
Hi Melissa.
Welcome to Conversations Worth Having Within Interiors. This is something that we develop because we want community, we want connection, we want to have great conversations in beautiful spaces. So I think I'll introduce the both of you and then we can get started. So this is Faith Nagala, I call her Gala, and you are many things. You are an image consultant, you are a professional branding coach, you are an events planner, you are an interior designer, you are the founder of the Women's Getaway, and also my dear cousin, or auntie, one of the two.
Auntie, proudly so, yes.
And then there's Auntie Diana Mbabali. You are the co-owner of Keyscapes Limited, which is a family business, just like this one. You work with design spaces, focusing on creating clean, functional, and well-curated spaces. But you also do project management in construction, which is very impressive. And as you know, I'm Melissa. I do digital marketing at Nina Interiors. I also do other things. I do finance and admin. I have a passion for development work and project management. So this conversation, at least this edition, is the pilot. We wanted to do something around Women's Month. And our core thought was, when women give to what matters, themselves, their spaces, and each other, the spaces they create give back. Given that you're both in this space of interior design, you like pretty things, you curate pretty things. I kind of want to know, in your own spaces, in your houses, what's that like one corner where you just go and you sit and you hide from the world, you hide from your kids, and you're just like, I just need 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Of my space. For me, it's two spaces, I think, depending on the time. The bathroom. I had to make sure that I made my bathroom as pretty as possible, as comfortable, as comforting as possible. Because that's the one space that you hardly get interrupted. For just, as you said, just those 10 minutes away from my baby knocking at the door or something like, no, that's the one space. And the bathroom has a tiny little, I can explain, I think, why. It has a tiny little corner. You know how we have all these cosmetics in our home. We are women, right? But just one part has, actually two, has some candles, a nice stone jewelry set. It's very intentionally set for that, to create a certain mood. I've got some art in there as well, just to give you a zen mode in the bathroom. And I also like unwinding. At night, I don't switch on the lights. I light a candle at night when I'm taking a shower, just to relax and wash the day away. Then also the second space is my porch, I should say. I'm still working on it, but I love my seats. I got the seats from here. I'm not an advert or anything, but I did, and they're so comfortable. So whenever I get guests, I try to say, can we sit outside? I love my inside as well, but can we sit outside? That way you look out in the garden, you look at the green. It's also very, very relaxing as well. So for me, it's those two spaces, if I should say.
Yeah, in so many ways, we're so much alike.
Great, that's a high five.
And as you were talking, I was like, okay, so which one? So I could easily come up with four. And I love my home. I just love my home. It's been put together over time. But that one place of late, recently, is we have a TV room upstairs. And then we didn't put burglar. They're really wide windows. So I got a reclining chair where I sit in the corner. I put my feet in the window. And then I planted trees, so they've grown and they cover. They are all the way up to the window. So I put my feet in the window.
Wow.
I see the green. And then my young sister introduced me to crocheting. So I sit with my legs in the window. I am seeing the green and I am crocheting things which I don't understand.
But you're going.
But I am knitting or crocheting, whatever it's called. So I know how to make a rope. I know how to make a crooked bag. But I use it as something to get away from the phone. I am so addicted to the phone. So put the phone away, I sit, I relax, there's a TV, I can listen into the white music. I call it the white noise because I'm not, it's playing, it's running, but I'm not really watching or listening. But my thoughts are just like, okay, building castles. I can even build a skyscraper. So I think that's my number one top. Of course, number two is my bathroom. I collect shower gels. So yesterday, I collect shower gels.
Like my sister.
My daughter, my youngest daughter, told me my bathroom is like a supermarket.
Come and
It
pick
makes
what you want.
happy.
At me, at this age, I
Thank
do
you.
things
Yeah.
that make me happy.
Thank you. Thank you,
So
thank you,
that
thank
is
you.
Even at our age, even very much into protecting our peace and just
Yes.
chilling.
Yeah.
I think my dad retired in December, and one of the gifts they gave him was a reclining chair.
Yes.
All of us could not believe it. So they carry the reclining chair, and we do. Oh, my siblings and I are like, where is that going to go? And the first thing my grandma asked, did they buy it from Nina Interiors? We still don't know. So we had it placed in the living room, and I think I use that chair more than he does.
Yes.
So I sit, I cross my legs, I put a blanket. I know we live in a hot country, but I don't think I understand it's hot. So I put a blanket, I cross my legs, I put on white noise, I do work, I do other things. And it's just, that's supposed to be alone.
Yes.
Like, if somebody calls, you don't have to pick, you don't have to, like,
Yes.
I'll find you when I find you. I'll come back
Yes.
to you when I come back to you.
Yes.
But yeah, I think one thing you mentioned that I really picked up on was candles. Because I also really like nice smelling candles.
Yes.
And that's like, you light it and the whole room
Whole room,
just, you're just
exactly.
like, oh. And like, what other things do you put in your houses to create like that comfort? So that when someone walks in, they're like, yeah, this is Gala's house. Yeah, this is Auntie Diana's house. I get it. I get it.
First, I'm still creating my space, and as you said, it takes a lot of time to create. You know how you have it all in the head, you want to do it all at once, but definitely you know the budget, and especially with the things you want. But the one thing I can think of is texture. That's what I'm into right now. Funny, I think it's also a phase in life. I think so. It's a
Yes.
phase in life for something. You're like, okay, you just don't want everything to be plain.
Yeah.
Right? I can actually give this example. I saw, I've been looking for the right piece of art, wall art to put on a certain wall. And I saw it sometime last year. It was a random walk into a store and something. I saw it. So I waited for that store to have a sale. I was hoping they'd have a sale. I kept on checking, sending my Buddha guy, please go check on this. Is it still there? Do they have a sale? Can I talk to somebody? No.
Yeah.
So anyway, then sometime last month, 2 months ago, I walked into the store. I asked them, do you still have this? Madam, I don't think it's there. First of all, I collapsed. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Somebody took it. I wanted to cry. I told him, please check. Then he went and it was hidden somewhere at the back. I
Yes.
was like, okay, good. Then I asked, is it on sale? No, madam, we don't put these on sale. I said, okay, let me just take it.
Yeah.
So basically, I could say, yes, texture does something to a space. It adds character to a space. So to me, I think for now, that's it. I thought, of course, with color and everything else, but now, right now, to me, it's the texture. What you see with the eyes, what you feel with the eyes, and also what you feel with your hands. Yeah, yeah.
Still, in many ways, you're like me. But what I've learned for me is I'm really trying to go for less is more.
Yes.
So previously, I'm an impulsive buyer. I see it, I like it, I buy it.
You buy it. Yes.
So I ended up hoarding. I had a lot. So recently, I discovered you can actually sell these things.
Yeah.
So my mission this year is to declutter as much as I can, because you realize over the years you've accumulated so many. I used to like buntutu. I got them buntutu everywhere.
That's what we find in spaces. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now with the trends, because it's an information era, you go to Pinterest, you go to everywhere. There's so much happening, and I like nice things.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, okay, now this area, declutter, change. So for me, my mission, move on with the times.
Yeah, and I think that's a good lesson actually, because many, I can speak because we are women, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what happens to us. We get into this phase of nesting,
Yes, you just
creating a space. And right now it's a huge trend. There's so much going on with interior and everyone. Okay, I guess it
So
happens,
much,
but now it's I think
yes.
because of the information and everything is right there. So you end up buying
a lot.
everything and anything without having thought through.
How it will look
Yes.
and how it fits.
Yes. And I think it goes back to me with my image world when we do people's wardrobes. You find a client who has a million clothes that they hardly ever wear, but we just keep on buying. So I think it's the same thing with
It's the same
creativity.
thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because every year I try to declutter. So, for example, like for the clothes, if I give away 2, okay, I can declutter 4, but then with time I have replaced with 6.
With 6, and it keeps piling and piling.
I'm like, but I decluttered. And then, so there's always a lot going on because I think, like I told you, I'm an impulsive buyer. So now this year, restraint.
That's a good one. No, it's very good.
Like even when I came here, I was looking, I want this office, I want this. Until I was like,
Calm down.
first of all, where are you going to put it?
Thank you. And then are you going to use it?
Are you going?
But I think probably use it for one day. I'll get excited.
Yes.
And then after the day after tomorrow, I'm like, okay, next.
And there's always something new.
But I think
There's always something
with the
new.
small things, at least I think that I find it's, you have something and you look at it and you say, hey, it looks lonely. Let me get it a
Yes.
friend.
Thank you.
Then its friend needs a friend. Then now you're looking and you say, I have 10 of the same thing. I don't know where it goes. But you also, I think, also like the way you said clothes, it's when people buy things, you buy it because it looks nice where it is.
Yes.
You don't look at it and you go back and you're like, this is where I'd put it in my house. Or even go home and you do. No, you don't fit. And unlike clothes, you can't be like, I bought the wrong size. Or like, oh, there's something, there's a defect, so you can't return it because you don't like it. And I think one of the things, I keep talking about this with my friends, I'm like, when I stop being just a girl and I grow up and I have my own home and I'm designing, I wish I would people would just come and bring things. I'd say, okay, it doesn't match, next. But that's not the real world. So how do you deal with that? Like, I like that bed. The problem with the bed, the color may match, but the curtains don't quite match. But am I going to change my curtains just for one bed? No, but so there's so many things going on.
Go in.
Yeah.
They go in together.
And I think you guys also deal with clients, which is a different side of it, where they say, I want this, and you say, sincerely? No dear, no dear, no dear, not that one.
And you only pray that they'll
It's how
listen.
you politely tell the client that will not work for you.
Yeah.
So you find ways
That's
to
a hard
talk about
part.
it might be too bulky for you. What?
And they're emotionally attached, or they'll tell you, but I bought it in Dubai and I bought it. Look, that is the part also. And I bought it.
Big sentimental.
They're very sentimental, and then of course it costs a whole lot of money, but it really will not work. But yeah, that's part of the job, I guess.
It's part of the
guess.
job.
It's part of the
You
job.
have to first do a self-check. Because even me, I'm so sentimental. That's why this year I'm like, declutter. Start on a new page, move on with time. There's some chairs I've had for over 25 years. And I'm like, what are they?
Chairs. Do you reupholster them?
I did.
Okay, so that's a good chair.
Those are good chairs.
My mom has had hers, I think, for 40 years, and she keeps
Oh,
on
wow.
calling every 5 years. She calls,
She
Nina,
calls,
please come,
I
let's
need
change.
help.
Come, let's change. And that's, you're saving money. So.
But we need to stop being sentimental. As in, let's move on with times.
Yeah.
But I think it's difficult with interior and with homes specifically. It's very difficult to move away from sentimentality, right?
Yeah.
Because this is your haven. It's your space.
Yeah.
It's the one space where nobody can. So I think moving away from sentimentality, then it's a bit difficult. But
It's a catch-21.
it's a catch-21. Yes, it's a
It's for me to
catch-21.
tell you, move away from
Thank you, thank you.
In your home.
In your home.
You're just like, oh.
Tell me in my office, tell me where else, but at
But
home,
in
I'll
my
be like,
home.
but I've had this, my mother gave this to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone is attached. But it also goes with, I think, planning. And we are very lucky that we are in times where it's so easy to plan spaces now. You see your Instagram ads keep on coming up. Take a picture of your room, add all the furniture. We can, it can be done in seconds.
Yeah.
Right there.
My wife couldn't decorate it.
That's the one. Yes.
But yeah,
Thank you. That's the one. You know, that's making us irrelevant. You know,
Yeah.
that's the one that pops up in everyone's feed. Yes, but it's a great thing that you can look at everything way before you start all the buying, and you know, you stand in the empty space. If you have a chance, you just stand there. Imagine yourself in a space. And I think because this ties in my world, I should say, of wedding planning and the decor and everything, because you sit in a space, you're like, okay, what will they feel like? What's the mood that you want in the space? And I think that's the thing with interior as well. And knowing that you can do it individually, you don't have to be an interior designer to do this for you. You're like, okay, how do I want to feel? How do I want my child to feel in this room? Right? Well, how old are they? Or are they going to grow into this space? Am I planning to move in 2 years? Then that's also a different story. But if it's a home where you built to stay for a couple of years, thank you. So I think that as well, the planning that goes behind it, it will also help with the impulsiveness now of how you buy. Take your time, don't put a gun to your head and say, what? The house has to look, you know, we like have such clients, I think.
It needs to be done, but you're doing
by Christmas.
By Christmas. But it's like, the reason you're doing it by Christmas is you have guests on Christmas.
That's the only reason.
You're more like, no, they'll look there, they say, now you're missing something.
Imagine.
And it's like,
you're making a
mind your
decision.
business. It's not your house. Like, get out of
My
it.
clients, I always call them that's a bugu client.
That's the one.
Bugu.
That's the one.
Because bugu is Luganda, but they want everything is like they want it like yesterday. Yes, you want to plan your thing, you want to post it properly, everything. And I have a function. Today is Saturday. So I have this coming tomorrow. I want this, and then you start running. No, I've learned to say no.
Thank you.
When to say no. Yeah, because no is also a full sentence.
It is.
Yeah.
When to say no.
No.
When to say no, because you know how it's going to affect you, of course. You know, you won't give them the best of yourself. The pressure, first of all.
Yes, you
some
can
things might
pull
have
it
to be.
off,
Yeah.
the pressure that comes with
Yes.
it.
And then you're putting your name to it. Is it worth it? You're putting your name to it, right?
And then you're calling. Melissa, can you open? It's midnight.
Yeah. I want my things today. You say, you try and you say no, you know, like, we can give it to you, but is the quality going to be up to our standards?
Yes.
Like, are we going to do this? But I think people look at furniture just as, almost as if a placeholder. Like, it's pretty, I'm just going to put it there. They don't do what you talk about. They don't sit and they don't imagine
functionality of it.
the functionality, the beauty,
Functionality of it.
everything about it. Because furniture isn't just furniture. You create memories around the furniture. You watch your kids grow up. We have a chair at home. We've had it ever since we were kids. Yes. And I think every time I see it, because my mom has changed it quite a few times. I think it came as white leather, then we reupholstered it and it became cloth. Then it went in, now it's like a cream. But you watch and you say, Brian ran across it, they jumped on the chair and the chair ripped. In the morning we had Brian! I promise it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah. And you see that like around the different spaces. And I think for me, one of the challenges is looking and wanting everything at once.
That's it.
And being like, okay, I can do that. Like the only wall, because I really like art, the only wall in my room that can take a nice art piece is above my bed. The problem with that is, one, it's under the AC, but two, if it falls on me in the middle of the night,
thanks.
I'll just sit and say, you did this to yourself.
Yes.
You did this to yourself.
Yes.
So how would you tell somebody, or how do you go about situations where you're like, that's the only place I would put it, but it doesn't make sense. It's not realistic. Like, you tell your client, like, no, I can't do it. Like, if I do this here, it might fall. Or if I do it here, it won't be quite center. The space on this side will be more than the space on this side, and we can't center it because there's a beam or whatever it is. So how do you do that? You do it for your clients? How do you do it for you?
Again, as I said, walking through a space. And then I can, because I have a background in graphic design and all of that and everything. So I can literally, I'm that sort of person, I'll take a picture of the space, I'll plonk it in, and with all these design apps and everything, and just see if it makes a lot of sense. But I've learned as well as the older I have become, I've learned not to be a boo type of person. I think everything through. I take my time, and that's what I've done with my space. I take my time. It has to be very intentional.
Yeah.
It has to be very intentional. It has to be, as again, functional, if I should say. Then, of course, yes, aesthetically pleasing, yes. But to me, I try also not to be too attached. If it won't work, it won't work. And it's the same thing I apply to a client. I'll tell them, we'll try it out. I say, okay, can we try it out? For them to get the satisfaction that it won't do this. Then I'll give them the idea of what I'm thinking. Give them an option as well. So I think it's a conversation. If somebody has trusted you enough to come to you to do this for them, so I'm hoping that they know that you have their best interest at heart at the end of the day.
On my part, normally I will show you the visual. I show you the visual, but I also allow you to change. But I now put a limit, like up to 3 changes, because you can end up changing for a whole year. You're changing. So when we do our visuals, we allow you to change. But I'll clearly tell you, you want this, but if we do this, this is what it will look like. And then you make your decision.
Your uniform decision.
You make your decision. So we allow you to, and then on me personally, I am not afraid to ask. Oh my God, I thought I'd put this thing off.
Please
bring
kubanga.
Please put it away. Let's put it away.
I'm going to switch it off.
Oh, you switch it off. It's okay. No, it's okay. I've learned to call out someone when I need to. You can't know it all. For example, I can come to you, Bala. I say, Bala, I do people's spaces, but now mine, I am, come and help me. Even if it's with a client, I've learned to work with people.
Yes.
I can call you and say,
Absolutely.
oh, you come, this is my project, but come and help me. And likewise, people also call me.
Yes.
So I believe a lot in partnership.
Yes.
Because I believe 2 heads are better than
one.
And we all have different strengths, I should say.
Yes.
We all have very different strengths. So I think that, and being in the creative world, partnerships are the best way to go. Especially if you've built the right rapport, you know each other, I know Diana's strength, you might know she knows Faith's strength. You're like, I have this client, but I think
I just come and look at what I'm doing. You know that it's a quality check of yourself.
Yes.
I can say, Melissa, you know what? I've done this apartment and this is what I'm thinking. Just come and see. I think we need to be at that level where it's okay. I don't have to charge you. But I can maybe cater for your transport. So we work with a number of people. All our projects, I now have a principle. I don't work alone. So it also allows you to, you can travel, you can do other things, and then you just go, oh, Melissa, could you just go on this site and check for me? Because you've agreed. So
and you're giving the client the best, I should
when
say.
You're 2, when you're more than 2 and what, you give your best.
You're giving your best.
I think even the client also gets, oh, this person doesn't work alone. I think they also, but they know, okay, Melissa is the lead, but she's working with Bala, so I'm going to get the best. So I think that's the way we should go.
No, I think that makes sense. I think as we've been talking, the one thing that keeps coming up in my head is we go through phases of our life with the furniture that we have, in the spaces that we live in. And as women, we wear different hats. Your mother, your sister, your auntie, your niece, your caretaker, your mommy, your everything. So how do you get furniture that's functional for you and all the roles that you play? And also, it's about taking furniture that will grow with you in the different seasons of your life. So you may change an art piece, but are you going to change your sofa? So how do you do that for you? But also, how do you do that for a client? I think we're in a space where everything is changing like this. Everybody wants what's on trend right now. I get, I throw. And it's like, okay, but what happened to quality? What happened to durability? What happened to, let me sit and appreciate this long term, where in 10 years you're like, man, I did something when I got that chair. It still looks good. It still serves the purpose of me in every phase and stage of my life.
I think the one thing I normally do, let me take first take it to a client, then to myself. I ask a client. This again also goes into events, wedding, everything else. I ask a client, I need to know their life. I need to know how they spend their time. once I understand that, then it will bring in the functionality of the furniture and the kind of furniture we select. You notice, again, with trends right now, there's a lot of furniture that is odd, right? But it might not be the most comfortable furniture, right? But when you look at it in a certain space and the way they placed it, you smile, right?
It's pretty.
It's so pretty. So that's when you decide, am I placing this because it's pretty?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, it's not the most comfortable. Nobody will sit there for 3 hours. No, they cannot. But it looks perfect. That's the question you ask. They're like, okay, fine. In this corner, it just looks good. Whatever it is, it just looks good. It doesn't serve the function. But then if you tell me you're in the living room and you need to watch TV and you are a TV watcher and you've got kids and everything, then of course you have to think about that as well. You're like, okay, as you said, you're not going to come and change your couch every single month, 3 months, 6 months. It's a bit difficult. It's ridiculous as well. So you might as well get something that's going to serve that purpose. Now, many houses these days, as you said, you have a TV. You mentioned you have a TV room upstairs. Then I believe you have a more formal living room downstairs. You see that? So the couch upstairs might necessarily be the same one that's downstairs.
Yeah.
Because downstairs it's so pretty. It's what is your guest?
It's for looking.
It's
aesthetic.
It's aesthetic. The kids never sit on those chairs.
You
These are
sit all of a
mothers'
sudden you're
chairs.
sliding.
I know, right?
Yeah.